Gloucester docks. It's changed so much, so I hear. Mariners Church over in the distance. The flats. Some of the old cranes. If you look in the sky, just behind the cranes above the flats, you might see some seagulls. This is the old docks. It's a beautiful sight, lovely. Look at the still water. It's a little bit mucky the closer you get to the wall, but it just looks beautiful. Lovely day. It's the old military museum over there. Gloucester's food dock, whatever that means. And then there's the big needle. It just looks like a lump of rusty metal. Well, actually it is just a lump of rusty metal. But it's in Gloucester and it's lovely, and it's means something to the people of Gloucester. Just as I was walking along thinking about what a beautiful day it is, I came across something on the floor. And it's that. It's an old lottery ticket. The person that scratched it off just discarded it on the floor. What he did have in his hands when he brought it from the shop was a symbol of hope. Hope for more money. Hope for an opportunity to have some change in their life. A promise of some wealth, even if only for a fleeting moment. That's what they were holding in their hands. And then all of a sudden, when that promise never came to fruition, when that promise never came about, when the person realised that it was an empty promise, it held no hope, it held no joy, it was chucked on the floor, discarded. No longer any hope, just misery. No longer any opportunity of joy, just an opportunity to remind themselves how bereft of peace, love and joy they were without that winning ticket. So this is the Victoria Basin. And here's that great big rusty needle. And this is what is said about it. It's public art by Wolfgang Buttress, and it's 22 metres high. It's a beacon and landmark on the route between the docks and the city centre. It symbolises a candle or a flame. So it should reference the image and religious context of the nearby cathedral. I didn't know that about that monument here, that it was to reflect flame and light from the cathedral. And that sort of really emphasises my point with the discarded lottery ticket, where sometimes we just chuck things on the floor. We don't, once they are no use to us, we just discard it. It's no use. We treat people like that. We treat life like that. You know, I've had a few of my friends have committed suicide. 3 people I've known, 2 people I really loved as friends, ended up taking their own life. To them, I don't really know what was going through their head, but as a outsider looking in, it just looks like they discarded life. They saw it as not offering them anything. There was nothing in it for them, so they metaphorically just threw it on the floor, just discarded it as if it meant nothing to them at any point in time. It's Easter Sunday, and Easter represents hope. Easter represents light, the light of the world coming into the darkness, to be a beacon for us all to follow, to come to. When Jesus died on the cross on Good Friday, the world turned dark. That's what the Bible tells us. Darkness covered the land. You know, and Jesus represents the light. And one of my favourite stories in the Bible is Mary, and how Mary comes to the tomb on the 3 days after Jesus had been laid in the tomb. And Jesus appears to her. She doesn't know it's Jesus, but Jesus says something amazing to her. Why do you look for the living among the dead? Why do you look for the living among the dead? Wow. Wow. We're looking in the wrong places for what gives us life. We're looking in the wrong places, like the lottery ticket, buying a lottery ticket. I admit I buy a lottery ticket, but that's looking in the wrong place for my riches, for my fulfillment, for my satisfaction. As a former drug addict and alcoholic, somebody who couldn't get through the day without either being high on drugs or drunk on alcohol, I know what it's like to hold some hope into something which is false and gives you nothing in return. But you know what? Since I met Jesus back in 1985, since I threw myself at the foot of his cross and repented of my sins, asked him to come into my life and make me a new person, that's exactly what he's done. And that's my request to you this morning. Consider that light of the world that died upon the cross for you. Where are you looking for? Where are you looking for light? Are you looking for life and light amongst the dead? Why are you looking for life in places that are dead? Like the old lottery ticket, or the pub, or the football stadium. Anyway, I think I've said enough really, but just to give you one more glimpse of this beautiful little view of Gloucester on this gorgeously sunny Easter morning. May God bless your day, and I hope that you have some great time with family and friends during these difficult times. I trust that you can find some light in the midst of much darkness. God bless.